Hi everyone, I wanted to take a few minutes to help you see a little bit about the course and how to navigate it and what you'll find in each part of the course so that you'll feel comfortable and familiar with what you're looking at, especially if you're new to online classes or haven't seen quite the same setup before. So this is the first place you'll land in the announcements area. Remember to check those each time you come into the course because I will be posting a few announcements each week for you. Typically I'll put the most recent one at the top, and so they should be easy to find. But do make sure that you're looking through those for important information. Sometimes it will be tips, sometimes it will be reminders, sometimes it will be extra instruction or clarifications about an assignment. So you'll find a lot of helpful information there. If you're ever in another part of the course and you need to get back to this page, come over here and just click on the announcements link and it will bring you right back here. You will be spending most of your time in the learning modules area. Wait for this to load. This is where you do all your reading, and it's where you do most of the work, all of the completion activities, and then preparing for the big assignments. So here you'll have a little message about beginning, and then it directs you to review the syllabus. So remember to review the syllabus and then check the box, mark as reviewed, because you won't be able to access things until you've read the syllabus and reviewed the information. Next, anytime that you need to access something in the course, when we're in week 1, you'll just click on Module 1. And that's where you find your reading, that's where you find the week's objectives and the tasks, and that's where you find the actual assignments. Whether those are quizzes or writing assignments, you'll find them by clicking on the learning modules. Wait for it to load here, sorry. Alright, here we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but not always, so hopefully it'll load pretty quickly for you. And it'll take you to just the first page where you want to be every time that you log into a particular module. And to navigate through, you have a couple of options. You can click the Next button and just go one at a time, clicking Next. If at any point you need to go back, there's also a Previous button, so you can click that. You can use the drop down and click on whichever one you are interested in. So for instance, maybe today you get through the first couple of things and tomorrow you want to start with a small group discussion. You could just go straight there without having to click through the other modules. And then you also have this little side content navigation, and you can do the same thing and just click on the one that you're interested in. Go ahead and click on one just so you see. It'll take you right there, and then the next and the previous buttons will automatically show back up. And so you'll go from where you are, forward a module or back a module, but it won't take you to the last page you were on. So like I started on the landing page and I jumped to section 3. If I click the previous button, it'll take me just to section 2. It's being a little bit slow here. And then it'll show up whatever you need. It has the reading, it has the instructions, it has links in here. Be sure to click on everything. Assignment rubrics, it has instructions. If you're ready to post in the discussion thread, you just click on New Thread. So everything really that you need to find within the course will be found in these various learning modules. So that's where you'll be spending most of your time this term. To learn more about me, just click on the My Instructor tab, and it has information about my contact information, and it has information about me, my personal, my professional interests, and then my email address. And so anything that you need, click there. Here we have the Submit Your Assignments. And so like I said, in the learning modules, that's where you'll complete almost all of your work. But anything that's like a big assignment that you need to submit in a Word document or something like that, you'll actually come here and it will take you to this Dropbox area. So we'll just say we're doing this assignment 2-2, which will be a week 2 assignment. You'll actually do the work in the learning modules, and it will say, click this button to download it. It will download it into a Microsoft Word file for you. You'll format it as necessary. Save it. Make sure that you're using the Save As option. Save it to your computer, and then you'll come here to upload your work. And rather than doing the right submission, you'll browse your computer. You'll look for the file that you saved. You don't have to insert comments, but you may if you wish, and then you will submit the assignment. And so you will submit some of the assignments here under the Submit Your Assignments button, and that's what that's referring to when you see that in the learning modules. Again, we already talked about the announcements. This is another important place, the general questions in Class Mixer. Some of you have already gotten started introducing yourself, which is great. We will have the Mixer open all term long, so even though we're starting out as this being mostly an introductory kind of forum, come back anytime. If you say, hey, I need some ideas. Does anybody have an idea about X? Post that here. You say, hey, I've got an introduction going. Does anyone want to look at this and give me some feedback? Or what do you think about my thesis statement? That's a great place to post that information. If you came across a strategy that worked really well for you that you want to share with other people, post that here. So yes, we're introducing ourselves here at the beginning of the term, but throughout the term use this however you want to work together and interact as a class. And then you'll find the general questions discussion forum here. If at any point you have a question that is not personal, so not about grades, not about an extenuating circumstance, but I can't find the link, or this button isn't working, or can you tell me more about a topic sentence? That's where you'll post that, and I'll respond to those questions within 24 hours. Next, My Grades. Of course, that will take you to the Grade Center. In the Grade Center, you'll be able to find both the score and an area to access my comments from you. Anything that's a completion assignment that you do through the learning modules, that you just get points for completing, like a quiz or something like that. I won't always put a lot of feedback on, but for everything else, your assignments, your journals, your discussions, you'll find a lot of feedback there. Here, you'll find the assignment rubrics, and these are important. They are also found within the learning modules, but sometimes it's nice to just have them all together. And these are standardized for all students at Southern New Hampshire University taking these courses. And so they are a bit lengthy, but I'm here to help you if you're unsure about the wording in any of them or the expectations in any of them. But the goal of the course designers was to make them really thorough and detailed so that there wouldn't be any surprises or confusion. And so whichever assignment you're looking at, just click on the link and it will open up a rubric for you so that you know exactly how you're being graded on that assignment. You know how many points it's worth, you know how each category of the rubric is weighted, and all of that. So it'll have the overview with the instructions. At times it will even have, additional tutorials or instructions, and then at the bottom it will have all the critical elements and then the various proficiency categories so that you'll know exactly what's expected to meet, the exemplary rating or the proficient. Of course, we want to stay out of the needs improvement and not evident, and so pay special attention to these categories so that you can perform as well as possible. And then finally, you have this academic support tab, and this is kind of your one-stop place for a few different resources that can help you, and I'll mention some of these frequently throughout the term. And so they're great places to go. Just click on the academic support link and you won't have to remember URLs and all kinds of different things. If you go to our academic support website, you'll find information about learning communities, which is great. We have a composition learning community. You can also access this here. It will take you straight to the English 123 one, but here you can look for them kind of across the board, even for your other classes. The Online Writing Center, you'll hear me mention frequently, and you can go there and sign up for a group session. You can sign up for an individual session. You can submit your paper to be reviewed. You can do all sorts of different things. And then we do have this Smart Thinking online tutoring. I recommend using the Writing Center first because they are Southern New Hampshire employees, and so they know exactly what you're working on. They've seen all the instructions and the rubrics. They work with lots of English 123 students. You may have even worked with them in English 122, and so they know exactly kind of what's expected and how to help you. But this is also a great resource. You can submit your paper, or you can do live tutoring. For instance, if you're like, man, I just cannot figure out this comma thing, I need some help with commas, you could go and sign up for a live session and ask questions back and forth, or citations or thesis statements, anything that you want. And then you can also submit a paper here. And I will show you real quickly what this looks like because there are different links on there. Pull up in a new tab, and then you'll have those different options I mentioned. You can click the link directly to the Writing Center, directly to the learning community, or to some of those tutorials they offer. So here, academic resources, that's going to take you to just some different kind of videos and links and tutorials, generally helping you become a good student. The learning communities, that's where you can interact with people who are taking the same course as you, and then the Writing Center button. And so whichever one you're interested in, just click on it and it will take you straight there. So hopefully that gives you an idea about what to expect when you click on each of the different tabs. You'll become familiar with this probably within a week or two. It'll be like nothing. You'll know exactly what to do, where to go, but I did want you to just be comfortable and familiar and understand what you would find in each area of the course. If you have any questions or you get stuck, you can't find something, of course feel free to let me know and I will be happy to help you.